My dear sisters and brothers, what a joy it is to be able to come and at least be in touch with you in this simple but beautiful way that the Lord provides for us through the internet, and even in the midst of our troubles and our difficulties that we're facing together right now as a people, as all of us together. Especially on this Feast of St. Joseph. I certainly didn't want to let this day go by without bringing to each of you the love, the prayers, the presence of all of our dear sisters, brothers, and priests here at the Shrine of St. Joseph. We're united daily in prayer and in the heart of God through the Eucharist, which we celebrate, unfortunately, at this moment privately here, but each of you is present as we celebrate that Eucharist. I also wanted to just mention that, as so many of you know, 70 of you have been preparing for our celebration this evening over the last almost 2 months in preparation through the act of consecration to Jesus through St. Joseph. You've been preparing for that, and this evening we were going to have a public celebration of that. Unfortunately, God had a different plan for us for this evening. However, I would really urge you to go and take that same love, that same faith, that same prayer that helped you to prepare for this act of consecration, and this evening in the quiet of your own heart, in the quiet of your own home, to make that act of consecration to Jesus. As soon as we can, we'll have a public celebration of the Feast of St. Joseph and of the gift of St. Joseph to the world and to the church. As I was thinking about today and reading the readings for today's Mass, 2 things came to me, stuck out at me. One was that Joseph is described as a righteous man. Well, the actual word is, in Hebrew, it means not just, well, he was right, but on the contrary, what it means is, the best way I've heard it translated is he was full of kindness, full of kindness. That's really what righteousness means. It means to be right with oneself, right with God, and right with others. And so to fill the world with kindness. And I think that the other word that struck me very, very much was the words of the angel to Joseph. When the angel says to Joseph, "Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid." Our Bishop Saratelli, in his Lenten letter to us, pointed out that simple phrase, "do not be afraid," is used over 100 times in the Scriptures. It's a simple but profound message, which of course has a special application to us at this moment. Do not be afraid. If God is with us, who can be against us? And so we pray with one another, for one another, through the intercession of St. Joseph, that God will continue to watch over us, his beloved sons and daughters, his beloved people, and that through the intercession of St. Joseph, and then hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll once again be able to gather together as God's people here at the shrine or in your churches or wherever you're hearing this from, and to celebrate that presence of God who is full of kindness, full of mercy, especially for those who are most in need. May God bless you and fill you with peace and light and hope and joy this day on this beautiful feast of Joseph, protector of the universal church.